Good morning. Happy Thursday. It is October 31st, which means not only is it Halloween, but it is also the end of the month. And October truly was a whirlwind, okay? We lost all of our stuff and are not living in our home anymore from the first hurricane. We evacuated for a second hurricane. I think total students missed 11 days of school because we were displaced from our home and didn't have another place to go for a minute. I think I missed 14 or 15 days of school. It has been a roller coaster like never before. And because of that, October in the classroom has just been like scrambling, catching up, messes everywhere, not enough time to do all the things. So we are going to do a November reset. Tomorrow's November 1st. I want this whole place to be a different environment, okay? For my mental sanity, for my students' mental sanity. You might be asking, why no costume? We don't do costumes on Halloween. We do it the Friday before for Book Character Parade. And you might be asking, why Miss Frizzle? Why no Halloween? Because I lost all my Halloween stuff and Spirit Day stuff in that flood in the hurricane. But I did buy these from Walmart this morning, and I know that they're Disney, so not like exactly pumpkins, but that's all they had. My student brought in goodie bags, so I've got my spider and my pumpkin necklace, so that he really helped. I went to Walmart this morning, got like candy and stuff for, I'm just gonna bribe. That's my Halloween today. I'm just bribing, like, oh, you got that right here. You did this good here. You did this well here. But that's about it for me for Halloween. That's the extent of what I can do. Everything else is going to be regular work. We're so far behind because of all the hurricanes and all the missed days that like we don't really have time for like a fun holiday day quite yet. So here is my agenda. I want clean spaces. So let me show you my spaces right now. Not clean at all. Not clean at all. Not clean at all. Okay, we're all over the place. Next on the list, anchor charts. I need to refresh my anchor charts. My math is still on compare and order, and we are almost done with multiplication strategies. My science is still on energy, like general energy, but we're now on like heat energy and how it transfers. My writing is still okay. My reading is a mess. And then I would love to do my front bulletin, even my top bulletin, something different. I'm not there yet. I need to do report cards because, yeah, not only is it the end of the month, it's also the end of the quarter because our quarter got pushed back so much from the hurricane. So I need to do my report cards. Behavior folders, I just need to put in the second quarter marking, and then I need to make all new like grading kind of spreadsheet type things for the second quarter. So it's not only a monthly reset, it's also a quarterly reset. I have literally so much to do. So let's start by cleaning some spaces. I am very proud of myself because I graded all of their state baseline writing assessments. I did a training for it and then like graded them all the next day. They need to come off this table, but I'm very proud that I graded them, and I'm kind of proud of how they did. They're not where they need to be yet, obviously, but like I thought it would be worse. Figure out exactly what I want to do with these. I know I want to make some copies of them and do some vocabulary like early finisher work type packets. I finally am at the point where I have early finishers. Like my early finishers in the beginning of the year was like, yeah, you're done, but like not well, so you need to go back and fix it. Now it's like people are understanding things better and understanding my expectations more, so things are coming back early and really, really good. So I'm like needing things for them to do. I have a cursive packet since cursive is one of our standards, and I also want to do a vocabulary packet because I feel like the vocabulary in our reading and especially our writing is lacking. So I feel like everybody can benefit from that. I have so many cute like wedding pictures that they did for me. I'm having like a little display of like a bunch of student pictures of like what they think that like love is. So like some kids said like love is getting married, love is going and eating a donut together, love is watching the sunset together, love is love is whatever. So I thought that was like so cute. Some of them even like got their little siblings, their younger siblings to draw, and they're so cute. So I need to bring those home. I want to display these. This was a big project for them for reading in Q1. So I feel like I need to redo my whole front board, and instead of doing our school theme, which I loved, I feel like I want to change it to like classroom fridge or whatever, so that they can put up work that they're proud of. I also have a spot behind my desk that I could do that with, but I just don't know. And this one I'm gonna leave out. It's my student treasures box. I'm so excited to do student treasures again. The only thing is with 2nd grade, we could be like kind of creative and a little bit like lackadaisical. And now, I don't even know if that's a word, but my soccer coach always used to say that, lackadaisical. And I feel like that's not correct. I have to look that up, okay? I have to. But now with our student treasures book, even though they still are only gonna get a page and a drawing, I feel like we need to use that page in a more effective way, maybe like an argumentative or an expository essay that's just like fills up one page, but I want them to be like perfect and gorgeous and beautiful. That way, every time they have like a new writing assignment, they can go back to this published book that they have, this hardcover book, they can open and go through it and be like, oh, like that's exactly what my writing should look and sound like. One space that has been absolutely driving me bonkers are my pencils, because my pencil sharpener was not working for this entire week. And if you know anything about teaching elementary, life without a pencil sharpener for 1 week is like the end of the world. I couldn't find a charger that worked like over and over and over, so I'm like, oh, they must have broken it, it won't even charge. But finally today, one of my chargers started working and the pencil sharpener has started working again, so I can go back to this and not waste all of my beautiful pre-sharpened pencils already. Anyway, time to start on my desk. As you can see, my desk is, honestly, it looks like I'm like living out of here. Gotta start by getting rid of these. Sadly, one of my students brought them for me after like we lost our house and everything in the hurricane. It was super sweet, but it has now been a month of them and they are starting to die. And the way that my students try to help me fill the water, and they fill it to the top, and I'm like, you're definitely drowning these flowers and you're giving me like nerves that you're gonna spill it off my desk. Gotta go. I promise I am not a bribe with candy type teacher all year round. I might bribe them with other things, but usually not food or candy, but it's just for Halloween. I am gonna set these like in a drawer somewhere. I'm gonna turn that in. Exit tickets from the last few days I can't get rid of yet because I need to put them in a grade book, but I don't have a grade book, so I have to make a grade book because it's the second quarter and I'm not gonna mark them in the first quarter, so these are gonna be on hold for a second. This was a nice treat from our PTA this morning. I'm gonna put them in my lunchbox. These at my desk are super frustrating for me because I always was that person who said, I'll never be that teacher who does a bathroom sign out. Just use the bathroom and no problems and you're good. But unfortunately, every day people are like, there's pee on the seat, there's pee on the seat, there's pee on the seat. Nobody will own up to it, nobody will clean it. So I'm like, okay, we're just gonna sign out. So then when you say there's pee on the seat, I can see exactly who was there before and they have to go clean their pee. That's all I got. That's the only option at this point. Wait, I'm kind of dead because I went to go put the sign out sheet and I realized that the one from yesterday got full, so one of my students had to use the bathroom this morning, He took a loose leaf and made his own. It's lunch time. I really did not pack a lunch, so along with my November reset, I do want to have things meal prepped, planned, and everything, which I actually have been on top of. But today I just knew, because it was Halloween, we were gonna get like snacks and treats and this and that, and I was like, I'm not even gonna bother with the lunch. I'm gonna have some popcorn from our PTA. I got the cornfetti style. I'm gonna have chips from PTA. I got a cheese stick from the lunchroom. I brought one of my protein pancake bowls. That was technically supposed to be breakfast, but I just didn't have the time this morning, and I brought a yogurt. So I feel like all of that together is just gonna make like a bootleg charcuterie. While we're on the topic of food and eating and lunch, I do have a little mini fridge in my classroom, and for my November reset, I'm going to reset the fridge. I feel like there's been like some food spills, and with like leaving for hurricanes and stuff, I had to unplug it and move it up, elevate it and everything, just in case there was like flooding. So I feel like I've like moved food out of it, moved drinks in it, moved drinks out of it, unplugged it, replugged it, moved it around. It's been this here and there, and I feel like there's like, it's just a little bit like dirty and it needs to be reset. This is my mini fridge. It's literally so small. It's like a mini fridge. I feel like I need maybe like a size bigger sometimes. Like for example, the only thing that's been in it this week is syrup for my protein pancake bowls, and it's like fills the whole thing. So I feel like I either need to get a smaller, which this is even a small bottle, but even like a smaller container for this so I can fit more stuff, or I need to get a bigger fridge, or I don't really know what I need to do. But I'm gonna clean out my fridge. So I've got my Alani's, and I got the mini pack from Target because I felt like they were literally so cute. I'm also trying to reduce my caffeine intake to a certain extent if I can. So if I can only drink a mini for a day, that would be great. That made me want one, so I'm gonna have one. The Orange Kiss is so good. I think I'm gonna prioritize my behavior folders right now because it's my last break of the day, and their behavior folders go home today because it's a Thursday and they come back on Fridays. So I'm gonna prioritize doing that. I'll show you what that looks like. So this is for the first grading period. You can see that this student had no marks. I'll show you what one with marks look like without showing any names or initials, but their parents sign it every single week. Now let's say like that week I had an issue with them coming with no pencil or no books or whatever, or we just give them an X there. If they get 3 X's in any one spot over the 9 weeks, it goes on their report card, and if they get 3 in 1 week, it goes off their Fun Friday. So this is what they look like. And then if they're absent or tardy a lot, you can mark that as well. This is what it looks like if someone were to have X's. You could make notes if you want to. I usually just call home or text home and give like a detailed report. You could also, I also have a paper that's like a comment box that you could do for each week. But for me, again, I like to just talk directly to the parent. I don't like them to read it on a piece of paper. I feel like it's not as personal and they don't really like understand as much. Okay, the day is over. I'm gonna keep going with my reset for November. I have cleaned up some spaces. I've handed back some work. While my students were working earlier, I printed my second quarter grading sheets. I like to just honestly do it by hand. I know that's like super old school, and I end up having to put things in an Excel doc anyway because we have to like share our grades with our grade level and admin and all that stuff. But for my brain, personally, and for quick grading purposes, I don't want to have my computer out, and I feel like I will mess that up easier than just grading an exit ticket and then writing the score immediately and immediately handing it back. Like, if I do not take the exit ticket, grade it at that exact time, put it in here at that exact time, and hand it back at that exact time, they will sit in a pile for like ever. I have to do it on the spot, so I like to just have it physically right here so I can write it out. So I have one for math, one for reading, and one for science. My writing grades are obviously like slightly different. I guess I could do one of these for my writing grades, but the writing is all typed this year because their state test is typed, so we're practicing that like literally all the time. So I feel like writing, I just keep all online because when I grade it online, it automatically goes into a grade book like that, so it's not me inputting it. So I feel more comfortable online there. My last few things to do are anchor charts, a bulletin board, and my report cards. My report cards, I think, are gonna wait until tomorrow morning, which is like very last minute, but I just don't think I have the time to dedicate to them right now. My contract hours are already over, and I'm actually gonna stay late just to do 3 bulletins really quick. I've got my trusty dusty markers, and I'm just gonna make this super simple for math. Right now we're doing multiplication strategies. So I'm literally gonna write multiplication strategies. Multiplication. And then I like to make sure that my anchor charts actually have student involvement. So I'm just gonna write distributive property. I'm gonna do a sample distributive property, and then I'm gonna leave a space for them to put post-it notes of their own work. Then I'm gonna do distributive property, and then I'm gonna do, what else do we do? Area models. And I'm gonna leave space for them to show their own work. The standard algorithm. And I'm gonna give them examples tomorrow on sticky notes, and they have to do them correctly and then bring it up for each strategy. So they will also have input on here. That is really depressing to take down because I did all of that with my Cricut. Like, I was actually type A at the beginning of the year, and I'm very disappointed that it's gone, and now it's gonna be my choppy cutting skills. This is gonna look like garbage and be very lackluster, but this is the energy I have to work with right now. The reality of being a type B teacher. Why did I think letters that were this big were gonna be looking good on my board? This is just gonna be a student work wall with no fridge references anymore. We're looking super beautiful. I've got some of our pamphlets and posters from our animal adaptations unit. Let me show you up close. I stapled them like on the inside so that they could be interactive, and even though you have to open them, like, you can still do that. And yeah, I need to get some more math going, but we have a quiz tomorrow, so hopefully some people will be able to put it up over there. It is not the first day of 4th grade, but yeah, that's good, I think. That looks good. Math anchor chart looks good. Let's reset that. Okay, so between the headphones all over the floor, their curriculum books on the floor, obviously my stuffed animals and bean bags and stuff all over the place. One of my bean bags is ripped, which I've had since I had this class back when they were in 2nd grade, and they never had an issue with it, and now it's ripped this year, which is a common theme. I'm like, you guys were not like this when you were 7. Now you've grown 2 years, and you're being like this. Like, what happened? What happened? So that is going to be off limits for them for a little while, because they are just like not respecting. These are mine. Not respecting my stuff. That's mine. Not respecting my stuff. And I'm just a little bit losing my mind and a little bit over it at this point. That area is off limits. I'm saying it on here to hold myself accountable. I'm glad I'm doing all of this for my own sanity, but like really looking at everything, I'm like, they should be doing this, and we're gonna have a long refresh of routines tomorrow because all my headphones everywhere are like a mess. Nothing is where it's supposed to be. Like, no headphones are like nice and wrapped like this, like I did. They're all just like everywhere. They're over here, they're over here, they're all on the floor, they're behind the computers. Like, I'm just confused, especially because like I give them time at the end of the day to clean up. It should never be a rush. They're always in a rush. Then they're standing in line just being loud and disruptive and crazy. And we're gonna do slow dismissals. I think I thought that since I had this class before, we could a little bit be on like autopilot because it's like, you know me, you know my expectations. My classroom hasn't changed. Like, everything is still exactly the same, down to these headphones. They had these headphones in 2nd grade. They had these laptop carts in 2nd grade. They had everything in this room was the same in 2nd grade. And so like, I feel like that's why I'm just like extra frustrated right now, because I'm like, I thought we like knew this, and like I did not think that like 1 year apart, I thought it would be a year of growth. Okay, I'm really doing well right now. I need to organize my copies for tomorrow. For next week, we have a PTA parent. It's actually our PTA president. Can you imagine running the whole PTA and then you still want to come in on a Friday and help with copies? Like, personally, could never be me. The beauty of these math copies, for the exit tickets at least, is I have them done for the whole unit. So I don't even have to like consider math exit tickets. Now, works, I always do a newsletter. I do like important dates coming up. I do what we're learning in each subject, and then I do like a little note from me. Like right now it's let me know if you're gonna come to Great American Teach-In for their math homework. They're gonna stick with multiplication, even though we're starting division next week. But obviously we're just starting it, long division, so I'm not gonna give them long division on the homework. Stapled with book pages, because I need to get my book. Oh my God, get this, this is crazy. I use these books for their homework, okay? And I have been absolutely killing it, homework every week, really not forgetting, you know, the whole 9 yards. I got my book mixed up because I made sub plans. So I like put the book in a different place, and I had the other book in the homework place. And so for like 2 weeks, I've been giving them 2nd grade reading for homework. So every time they come in and it's like wrong and horribly done, I'm like, oh, interesting. This was second grade work. I have a few students who want extra homework, like spelling stuff. So I have to figure out what I'm gonna do for them. One of my little angels brought me cookies today. She's like, I made them myself and I wanted to bring you some. So I'm gonna try them. This looks like a sugar cookie, little Halloween sprinkles. Very good. Every time I think I'm like done for the day, I come up with another task for myself. Like I just finished all these little copies, my quiz for tomorrow and some vocabulary so that I can put it on some of their homework or give it to them as morning work because they're at kind of different areas in vocabulary. They all need it, but they all need different things. And then I'm thinking one thing I could do for vocabulary is go onto our curriculums app because I was just using like a English language learner book that we had in the media center. I have a few kids in my class who are like, Ms. V, I love writing. I really love getting my thoughts down on paper. I feel like I'm a really strong writer. However, I can't spell. And for that I say, let's work on it. And we don't have any time in class ever to work on this kind of stuff. But they were like very determined and they asked for it for their homework. So that's good for me. I'm good with that. It's officially way too late for me to be here. It's 4:49. So I am gonna hit 5 o'clock traffic and that is very depressing and disappointing. I'm gonna change in my workout stuff. I'm gonna go right to the gym. It all sucks, okay? But I'm gonna get through it. But I have all my copies here ready to go, my homeworks, my exit tickets, all my stuff. I need to put my quiz and my other quiz into the bins for tomorrow. My Friday bin. I got everything that I wanted to get done today. Yes, it took me till 5 o'clock, so yes, I'm working unpaid hours. Okay, I get it. I know what you're gonna say. I will never suggest working outside your contract hours, but this month has just gotten so bad. Like obviously everything that we've went through with the hurricane and everything, like it just got so bad that I just had to do it today. And thankfully, like I don't have kids, so I don't have to worry about trick-or-treating or anything tonight. So everything is like beautiful, gorgeous, and done. I feel really good about it. Okay, let me show you my clean spaces. Let me show you my anchor chart. I'm so proud of myself, and November is gonna feel off to like exactly the right start tomorrow because of all the work that I did today. So I know that you guys are thinking like, another teacher staying past contract hours, posting it on social media, showing unrealistic expectations. Yes, I am. But I will not be doing this again. Like I will not be doing this again. Let me show you my clean spaces. That is all getting passed out and done and in mailboxes tomorrow, so that won't be there. My desk is clean and clear. That's my workout stuff that I'm about to put on. So ignore that. Those are my beats that I'm taking in my workout. Okay, my desk, clean and clear. My back table, ready for a group. Okay, not perfect, but way better. These desks are wonky, but I'm gonna make them do that tomorrow. This beanbag has a hole in it and I need to sew it, and I don't know how to sew and I don't have a sewing kit, so that will live there. My library space, clean and neat. My headphones neat. My computer's neat. My new anchor chart that they're gonna add to in those bubbles tomorrow. My new class fridge. Looks beautiful. Look at those projects. I mean, so good, so nice, okay? That will be updated tomorrow, even though it says 10:30. So clearly I didn't do anything with that today, so sorry. I've got my new November character trait of the month that we're working on, which is determination. And we're good to go. All my stuff is in there for Friday. My copies, ready to be taken and copied. I feel very good. Ignore that. Not dealing with that today. Also, treat people with kindness. Not my priority. Leave me alone. November is maybe one of my favorite months of teaching because you're finally in a group. You finally start to see some improvement in their work. And you also get Thanksgiving break. And it starts to get a little cooler. You can start to wear some cute sweaters. So I can't wait. Tomorrow starts November. I'm ready to go. I'm gonna go change into my workout stuff because part of my reset is taking care of myself outside of school. Be right back. Got my workout clothes on. I always bring sweatpants because I feel weird being at work in shorts, even though it's 5 p.m. and nobody's here, but the YMCA kids are still here. So when I walk by them, I'm like, I don't really want you guys to see me wearing shorts. Ugh. I don't really want them to see me wearing shorts. I'm just like overwhelmed with how many things need to get done. And like my group is just not super independent. Like if I say like, you need to do this for 10 minutes without bothering me so that I can work on this, it just doesn't happen. I'm learning, we're learning, and I'm also trying to have grace with them. They went through the hurricanes too. Some of them lost their house and all their stuff too. So I'm trying to have grace with them that I'm having with myself. I see my own space is messy. I see my own work is late. I see my own work is not like up to par. So I need to have a little bit of grace for them too. Not too much, okay? Not too much grace, but a little bit. So I'm working on it. Tomorrow starts a new month. It starts a new me. You've heard of new year, new me? How about new month, new me? Because that's what they're gonna get tomorrow. I'm gonna go work out. I'm super excited to start the month now tomorrow. Like, I can't believe how excited I am to go to school the day after Halloween, even though I know these kids are either not gonna show up crazy on sugar or extremely exhausted, whatever. But I feel so good about everything that I've accomplished and everything that I have in place and like how things are gonna go starting tomorrow and moving forward. I feel so good about it that I'm like excited to come to school tomorrow. And that is a feeling you don't always have. So happy November. I hope everybody's off to a good start. I hope it's an easy month. I hope it's a chill month. I hope it's a calm month. And I hope it's a productive month. Bye.